Hey, I'm here to give you feedback. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to DM me directly or ping me in your RIP thread. If this is the run, which it looks like it is, this is like micro stuff overall. I'm just going to give feedback on everything I see. So, in terms of like linear things, oh, that's nice. Another blacksmith. But in terms of looting blacksmiths in general, it's usually a good idea to loot both of, or mine both of these logs, because let's say that you just get like a billion iron in here and that's all you get. Like, you can't craft anything except a crafting table or sticks with one log. But if you have two logs, that means that you can get both of your things. So it's just a good idea to mine both of these logs before even looking at this. So that way you can just rip whatever you need to craft more quickly. Like, it ends up being alright because you have another blacksmith, but if that first blacksmith was just bonkers, and I don't think that you even saw it, like, anywhere else. Yeah, you didn't see it, so it's, like, just lucky, I guess. And the ruin portal. That's nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't need this much wood. Also, you can just throw those out instead of placing them. The flowers, I mean. Is this completable? I can't tell. Oh my god, it is. 2 obby light. 2 obby no light? No! Oh wait, you already have a light. What am I talking about? Incredible. What an overworld. In this portal animation, you're doing nothing except like changing like POV. Things that you could do just as a general rule is reset pie chart. So that way, you know, upon nether enter, if you just have a bastion in front of you and like want to find, like, just know that you have a fort, like, you could just have that open. I don't think that you have it open right now. I also don't know what you reset for yet, so I assume that it's on BT based on the like beach I saw earlier in the run. And also definitely, like, you have to have F3 open whenever you're entering the nether. Like, that's just so much information that you don't have now. Like, if this is a consistent thing, like, this C counter, like, everybody looks at the entity counter whenever they're looking for a spike, but the C counter and the entity counter, like, work in tandem. Like, if you have one at, like, 4,000, let's say, like, that's like a nice, like, that's a decently close bastion. But if it's at, you know, 12,000, then you have a little bit of a trek to, like, understand, or you have a little bit of a trek and you can understand that better with the pie chart open, or with the F3 menu open. You could, if you can reach it, and I think you can, but you could just place the boat and extend here instead of just extending like that. But this is quicker, so probably therefore faster. Whoa, 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 we're getting turned around now. Yeah. You have space. Yikes. You're doing tons of looking around in the wall. Not sure if this is a memory thing or what, but just you know the direction pretty well now. Like, it seems to me like terrain nav isn't like super intuitive to you based off of just this run alone. Yeah, bottom of the bridge. Oh, hold on. There's some juice here. Okay, you could go like that, or you could... I don't know if you even see it. Oh, no, you do for a split second. If you're buried into bridge like this and you're trying to avoid guys, there's this little gap right here that you can jump into that you're totally safe with, and you can just dig up to the chalice from there instead of like juking both of these guys. I don't understand why you're grabbing 2 gold blocks there. Like, craft all of your gold and then grab an extra block. Because now you're going to be, like, crafting both of those. Great terrain decision to, like, send this. Also, use your netherrack because you must have, like, 1 billion stacks of it in your inventory at this point. Just also dig another hole down. This does pretty much nothing for pathing. Alright, really anything. To get more of these guys unstuck, go over this way more immediately. This is also the advantage of just like digging the hole into the ground instead of like raising it like that. Also, that guy gets stuck because of this corner block. Like, yeah. You could be, while you were grabbing these guys, you could have overlapped the finding the fortress thing here, or even while you're mining the chalice, once you get, like, practice that one for sure. Keep the crafting table there. Is a general like good thing to do with bridge bastions, just because the like trading takes so long, you could just keep that there, craft your wool into even beds at this point, so that way you can overlap it while you're obviously pace locked by slow trades. While you're waiting for these guys, like standing in this corner probably isn't as beneficial as running to the other side of the bastion. You have another triple over there, so the odds of you ripping the obsidian that you need is pretty high. Like 6 obsidian in, 3 bastion chests is pretty easy to get. And then you'd just be out since you have like more than enough explosives and pearls and fire res and everything else. It's literally just the obsidian, and you're just not ripping 4 obsidian from 14 gold. Oh, yeah. I'll chalk that one up to nerves. Have pearls in your hotbar here, so that way you can just rip them. Like, this terrain down here is nice. That terrain up there, you could have pearled, like, right, like, even as early as, like, while you're at the bastion. Like, here, cool. Looks open. Toss it. There we go. Love the task overlap. Personally, and this is preference, like what you did was totally fine, but personally I like to like clear out inventory while pearling instead of crafting things. So that way when I do craft things while I'm sitting at a blaze spawner, like beds and other explosives and stuff, I can just like shift click all of the beds and anchors and stuff. Yikes. Not quite sure why you're standing up here. I think to throw stuff out, but like just do that over here as well. Because like not only does it like cost you to like fall down here over here, but you're also in obviously spawning range for blazes to do exactly that. So, but you wouldn't be if you were in this like 4-way. You don't have a ton of bread left, and by how like you've been conserving your HP as well as like hunger in general, it would be wise to start considering to like eat the food more optimally, aka like when you're like lower down. Like you eat this at like 1.5 down. Like I know that you have like half of your HP gone, but like one blaze hit's not going to kill you. And while you're mining, moving around, stuff like that, it'll obviously waste, or your hunger will go down anyway naturally. So it's just a better idea to wait until like it matches perfectly, especially when you're starting to get to low food. Don't do this. This, like, just building portals in the floor and breaking blocks is, like, way slower than just, like, ripping the portal, like, block here to Obby and then, like, making the rest of the portal from there. This is just super slow and unnecessary. Also, I'm pretty sure... Wait, never mind. Thought about it more. Get some Bodai up in here. Nice, like, measuring, and Bodai is, like, now, like, super duper consistent since you can overlap it in your boat portal animation. Like, it's pretty much free time save at this point. This was, like, pretty unnecessary. You only have 4 beds, which you have plenty of wood for. You don't need extra wood. Like, you had 5 beds worth of wood, so even if you wanted the extra bed, like, that did nothing for you. You don't need to do that right now. You can do that in the portal room. I guess, like, something that I'm noticing with all of these, like, little bits of feedback that I'm giving you over the past couple of minutes is that you seem to have, like, a checklist in your head that is, like, scrambled. So I guess my suggestion would be, like, download People Practice and do the different splits. And while you're doing those splits, think about what you need to do for the next split. So, for example, if I'm in the Bastion split, right? The next split that I'm going to have to go to is going to the Fortress, which means I need to get pearls ready, I need to have fire res on, and I need to have, like, a solid block in my hotbar to block clutch, and then, like, food to heal, because pearling, right? If we go back all the way here, like, you didn't have any of that, and therefore you're unprepared for the next split. And right now, like, with that, like, with this craft here, you're over-preparing for 2 splits ahead when it's, like, just rip pearls and get to where you need to go first. Because crazy, well, this isn't even crazy. Like, you have 10 blaze powder here, And if you just needed to craft, you know, your eyes instead of blaze powder and eyes, because it's a 2-eye. Let me rephrase that. It's not uncommon that end portal frames have 2 eyes in them. So in theory, you don't even have to like waste time crafting this. So, like, just rip the next split. You're over preparing. I'm not quite sure what this is. Like, you can just hop around on, like, this terrain. Like, this is super free, especially with fire res. You don't need to... Yeah, that was just super weird. And your pie chart's not ready. Again, forming the habit of like changing your pie chart at some point during the run. Here. While you're going about preemptive, hold on, I'll highlight what I'm talking about here in a sec. While you're going about preemptive, like, stay away from highlighting blocks. Like, there's a great example, like right here. Right here. This black outline that you see right here can mess with this reading. A lot of runners look at this pie chart. You need to be looking at the block entity percentage. If you'd like a deeper explanation into preemptive, I can link one for you, but like this is just like not great for preemptive. Nor is like looking and like outlining blocks in general. And also it's just a free stronghold. Look behind you, it could be open. Another instance of like have pearls in your hotbar. Because I believe you have some still. Like you could just be at the fountain. And because of that, now you have crap in the middle. Like, yeah, 8 pearls. Are we going 4 beds, no anchors? This is, again, the advantage of, like, having pre-placed anchors. I'll wait for that feedback, actually. Like, never mind. Pre-placed anchors just do more damage. Like, regular beds can do something like 65, 66 damage, and then pre-placed anchors could do like 70. So, nice. Line up that pearl a little bit. You were shaky while you were throwing it. That could have been way worse. Nice. Yeah, I guess that the main feedback that I have for this run that I could see being a habit in your other runs is if that mental checklist that I was talking about seems scrambled to you, really like drill into like your practice splits. Like this is what I need to do to be able to complete this split, and this is what I have to have in my hotbar or inventory or whatever to be able to do the next split. Other than that, the little like micro misplays that I mentioned are super situational per run, but also like come up quite a bit in speedrunning in general. So that's my feedback for you.